Okay, we're back here at Kelly's Backyard Bees, and the hive over here, hive number 2, a couple of weeks ago we had to requeen. Queen disappeared or died, we couldn't locate her. Was no larva in the hive, so we requeened about 2 weeks ago. I just checked it and we have larva in there, so the queen has been accepted and she's laying. This hive has been much more active. We've not had to do anything with it but just keep monitoring it and maintaining it. I'm out here today to check it in our box. You can see our 3 hive boxes here, and then we have our first honey super that's directly above the queen extruder to keep the queen down in the lower hive where she can lay larvae and babies. And in the top hive here is where they're going to lay or put honey, and we'll extract the honey in the fall. So I'll show you here the frames that are filling up with the honey, and this will not have any larvae in it because it's above the queen extruder. So I'll just do one here quickly so you can see it. And again, we've not harvested honey yet because we just haven't had the bees long enough. Now this one's actually stuck together, so I'm going to be breaking a little bit of the honey off. You can see that. That's all honey. That frame's a little sticky just because of that, so let me get you a different frame. I'll come in on this side and pull this frame here. This looks okay. Just so you can see it, we're going to put another box on top, because what you have to do is make sure that they're drawing out the comb, and they've done that. There's comb. There's no honey in here yet. So as they continue to move towards the center of the hive, that's where they'll have more of the honey will be put. And right now the outside is basically just, they're drawing out the comb. So I'm going to come in another frame just so I can show you what it looks like. Just give me 1 second. Shout out to my beekeeper Rachel, who's at work, my beekeeper Kayla, who's in California with my other beekeeper Chelsea. You can see this here, how this comb is all drawn out.
Hold still.
See, the comb's all drawn out, and it's not, that's honey, but it's not capped. So that honey is capped at the top. You can see that. So we'll extract that honey this fall. We got caught in a little bit of a rain storm here where it wants to rain, so I'm going to try to work quickly through here. But that's good news for the Kellys. And we're going to put another hive body up on top.
Tell us why.
I'm sorry?
Tell us why.
Well, because what we want to do once they draw out all those comb in this box here and start filling it with honey, this will give them space to do this one here as well. So we'll have an extra box that we'll be able to get honey from. What we don't want to do is have them run out of space. So I think we're good to go with that. You see how high the hive's getting compared to this other one? So here's our inner cover. We're going to put that back on.
What's that do, quickly?
That just keeps the bees protected and keeps them covered. They can get in and out of it. And then there's the lid. And remember, we have the 3 supers. 1, 2, 3. That's where all of the bees are with the queen, and the queen is laying larvae or babies, making the population grow in the hive. This here, you can't see it, this thin board here is basically a wire mesh so that the queen, because she's a little larger, cannot get into the top boxes. The other bees can. They can all crawl through, but the queen cannot. That keeps her down here. These boxes here will fill with honey and honey only. There'll be no larvae or babies, so we'll be able to extract this and eat it or consume it. So this one is 2/3 of the way full, or a little more, 2/3 or 3/4. We want to make sure that there's plenty of space for the bees, so we put another box on, and we'll check that in a few weeks. Signing out, say goodbye to my beekeeping friends. Have a good day.